Good morning, guys.
It's 3:30 in the morning. I was in a dead sleep and I was having a nightmare and I thought he was calling my name, and I wake up to our neighbors screaming, like on the top of their lungs, screaming.
This is the same neighbors that
we had an issue with in the last video.
That I spoke to you guys about, that I said are on drugs and stuff, and I found out.
Lying.
No, and I can pick up anybody's character. If you're a bad dude or a bad woman, I can pick it up right away. I know.
I try to give you the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah, but I told you, Sam.
I already knew drugs were involved, but I try not to judge them on it. I already knew they were living in their cars.
Right. So we're at a Thousand Trails resort. You can camp here without it. It's expensive. It's like $80 or $100 a night. These people don't have $80 to $100 a night to spend. They don't. They do not. So I've been wondering for the last few days, like, how are they affording this?
Yeah, because they've been here for at least 3 or 4 days now.
Yeah. So come to find out, they were talking to the neighbor the other day, because our neighbor's out right now too, because he's in a tent too across the. Him,
his pregnant wife, their child, and his mom.
Yeah. So they are obviously up because they are screaming. He's telling her he hopes she gets raped and killed and this and that. I mean, it's getting really out of hand, guys. And
They started getting physical. He wasn't hitting her; she was hitting him. I'm surprised that he didn't snap, because he was almost at that point.
They're both either withdrawing and they're flipping out, or they're both on drugs right now.
Or intoxicated, because they've been out but having a fire. You know what I noticed is that I thought they were drinking water, so I'm wondering if it really wasn't water. I'm wondering if it was vodka or something. And then they have a whole bunch of sodas, so it makes me wonder too, is like, do they have something laced in with their sodas? Because the way that they're acting from the time that they have a shit ton of people come here. Once it starts getting around like 5, 6 o'clock, there's like 3 or 4 cars on their site, and they're all
probably give their code, because you need a code to get in here.
Yeah.
And there's no security at the front. Yeah. And then they give you this overnight number to call, and the overnight number says to call 911.
Yeah.
So they have security.
What would security really do? So while he's on the ground, she's slapping the crap out of him. Cops quickly arrest her. She starts kicking the cop, tries running from him. She puts her in the truck and she's kicking stuff.
Screaming bloody murder.
Like she's like, I'm gonna grab your gun and I'm gonna shoot him. Like, what the hell happened for somebody to say that? It's about their husband.
They're on drugs.
Yeah. Sorry about that, our GoPro died. It was at 3%, we thought we'd have enough time. Shucks! Alright. So, last time we saw, she started destroying everything and like hitting stuff in his car. And he was arrested an hour ago.
An hour ago, guys.
And released. Like, when he called 911, they were like, oh, we arrested him an hour ago. Okay, for what? Was it beating the crap out of her or attacking her, and then you guys just basically threw him back in there with her? So, and she even said they should have kept you in there. And he said, I'm not bailing you out anymore. I spent too much money doing that. So I guess this is an ongoing thing. And this is the last thing you expect from 1,000 Trails. Because like he said, this is a membership campground and it's expensive for some people. And for something like this to happen, it's nuts. And this is why I like RVers to be in the same area and tents to be in a different area, because it's just very weirdly set up. I feel really bad for the people across the street from us. They woke up. I'm surprised that the 2 of us are the only ones, and them are the only ones that are outside. That nobody else like came out to see or try to stop it or calm people down. I know they're up because their lights are on.
So I was talking to a neighbor across the street. He was saying that somebody let them use their membership and are letting them stay here. They're homeless, living in their truck or whatever.
I believe we said that. I can't remember.
Yeah, I don't know. It's very early,
with the
guys.
GoPro turning off the battery, we're not sure what it's saying.
Right. So they're not supposed to be here. They're not even on a registry or anything. So,
all I know is that it's under someone's name Megan, and Megan is probably going to lose her 1,000 Trails membership now. I'm also,
I got to worry about my stuff walking away now and stuff, because, when you get hooked on stuff like this, you'll do anything.
You have nothing to lose.
It's a nightmare. Thank God this never happens.
Yeah.
This is a very rare occurrence, especially staying at 1,000 Trails.
Yeah, like I said, it's a very high-end resort, and for something like this to happen, you would think we're in the ghetto.
Yeah. Anyway, it's like almost 4 o'clock in the morning. We're going to try to calm down, and the police are still here, but I think they're going to roll out soon.
I think they honestly should take him too. And I called the office and I said it's 3:30 in the morning because I want them to have a trail, because they should not be allowed to stay here another night. And they're probably not, because they're probably going to figure out now that it wasn't, you know, they're not under the name. But they should take him, and they have a whole bunch of other people here too. Like I don't know if it's his mom or her mom and their dad. So I was weird how they disappeared. So I'm wondering if they knew crap was going down and they said we got to get out of here. But I just hope tomorrow in the morning, if the office calls me back, they say, yeah, we're taking them out, and I'm like, okay, good. If not, we're stuck here in this spot for another night, and I really don't want to be next to them anymore.
Yeah. Luckily, we moved sites in a day. We're going to get a full hookup site. But
yeah.
I just hope nothing happens tomorrow.
I mean, we have a camera on the RV, but if we're not here, what much does that do? If he's grabbing shit or destroying stuff. I mean, we didn't do anything bad to him. We didn't say anything to him. We bit our tongue because all our stuff that's outside, and we're legit right next door to them.
Yeah. All right, guys. I'll check in with you guys in the morning and let you guys know if anything else happens.
Good morning. I slept like crap. Couldn't go back to sleep. And so I opened up the blind to see the aftermath. Don't mind our blinds, they broke because we're being peeping toms. Yes, I guess that's what we get for being peeping toms. So there's a big thing of Smirnoff right there in front of their car. They're showing walking Milo. Half their tent is down. All this mess. This whole time I was thinking that maybe they were drinking water, because Sean was like, oh, she's dry heaving. And I'm like, oh, I was like, maybe I should give her soda or something to help. And then now when I think about it, I'm like, because they were like things of, you know, like what is that called, the 7-Eleven big gulps, and they were all drinking it. So now that was probably what was in their drink, and that's probably why she was dry heaving, because she was probably dehydrated, because the sun was beaming on them yesterday at their tent site. And Sean and I go to bed around like 10:30, so around that time there's about 4 or 5 cars here, and they're slamming their doors. Like, I mean, like slamming, like mad, like when you're mad. And then, I mean, they had no consideration for anybody else but themselves. I'm really surprised that they were able to get in here, because usually they ask for your ID. So I don't know if they did and the woman was there with them, but I don't know. It's just, I called the office yesterday at 3 in the morning, and I told them how, you know, what was going on. So I asked if somebody could call me back. I'm just hoping that when we get back, we have to go do something. So I'm hoping that when we come back, they're just completely gone, because I don't want to deal with that again, because his mom is gone and his dad is gone. So I don't know where they're at.
So I did some touch-up this morning on the back of the RV, because we had a couple little areas of concern. So I hit it again. I just touched it up. I kept a can of this spray paint. I want to get another one, but just wiped the whole back end down and touched it up. It's still a little wet, as you can probably see, but it looks really good again. It looks like new. So I'm gonna let that dry a bit, and then we'll pull all the tape off. And now I'm gonna jump over and get this stuff done with the blue and the black. So I already prepped it all, wiped it nice and clean, and it's ready for paint. Alright, so before we get started on this product, I figured I'll show you what I'm using. So this is a foam roller. I'm gonna try this one and I'll see how it applies. I was afraid I might not like the way it applies it, so I bought the little 4-inch, like regular fuzzy type rollers as well, so I have those. And then this is the paint we're using. It's Rust-Oleum, and this is for inside and outside oil base. We've used this before. And then I just bought a little 4-inch deep, you know, roller pan. That way we can easily apply it and move around and just try to keep it neat here, because I don't want to make a mess. So I'm gonna get started on applying it, and then I'll get back with you guys and show you like half and half, so you guys can see the difference. Alright, so to be totally transparent, I thought it was gonna fill more of the cracks, but you can still see the cracking. It just looks more deeper, and you don't see the fading. So here's the after. If you zoom in, you can kind of still see the cracks.
I mean, you have to really stare to see it. Like with that, there's no hiding it. But with this, you'd have to really stare. I'm gonna go walk far away.
I'm kind of hoping like once we pull the tape and everything, you won't notice it so much. So this is the after, right? And then
far away, you don't see it much.
And then this is the before. So you can definitely see the cracking way more and all the faded. So here's like a side by side. You can see it actually looks quite a bit better when you look at it side by side like that. And then once we pull the tape off and it's more like defined, I think it'll really make a big difference.
And far behind, far away, you can't really see it.
But this is with the foam roller. I don't know if the other roller would make a difference. I'm not really sure. I don't think so. I think the cracks are just kind of too deep to fill. Maybe if I put a couple layers on, I don't know. Anyway, for now I'm going to continue and we'll finish up. All right, about, I don't know, maybe 45 minutes later. We did this whole back one, this top one. I got this one. This one was a little tricky. I taped the corners here when I did the taping, so once this is all dry and I peel the tape, I'm gonna have to pull this cover off to get in these little gaps. But that's not a big deal. Did the door. This one you can kind of see if I zoom in. That's not like missed paint, that's just hairline cracking in the gaps in the you know, in the fabric. So not much I can do about that, but when you step far away you don't see it as much. Got the door, did the top one, and I did this one over here. So probably gonna let it dry for like half hour. It's pretty quick drying, especially how hot it is here. It's 94 today. Tomorrow's going up to 97 here in PA. It's rough. So you'll let this dry and then we'll peel it off and we'll see how it looks. All right, guys. I jumped in the car real quick. I ordered a couple things online yesterday from Amazon. Let me turn this down a little bit. I ordered a coolant cap for the car because I must have filled the coolant and either not put it on or didn't put it on tight enough. And I don't know, now I went to go check my oil the other day and now the coolant cap isn't there. So luckily I didn't lose any, but still obviously want to get it replaced so we don't get any contaminants or I don't lose any coolant. So I got that on Amazon, and I also bought a 12-volt splitter for the car, for this thing right here. It comes with, it'll split it to two 12-volt plugs plus 2 USB ports, which is really nice because I want to start running this dash cam in here that I have. We can never do it because we're always charging phones. Oh wow.
There's a cat over there just staring.
Oh, that's sad.
I hope it wasn't living underneath.
But yeah, so I got that. So I'm gonna go pick those two things up. And
tomorrow we're gonna stop at Home Depot to get some reflectix. We have enough for like the back, cause for previous, but with this heat, it's too much with the sun beaming in through the windows. I can't deal with this for another week. Yeah, you can really hear the compressor running really hard lately. It's never this loud, but you can hear it. Yeah, it's struggling.
It's working. So I'm gonna go ahead and buy new filters because it's about time. When you have pets, you tend to change those air filters quite a bit more.
Plus we go in and out a lot too, and we full time in it.
Right.
So we're opening the door a lot. Oh, there's a food truck here.
So we're gonna
staying on their side of the road.
So I'm gonna grab those, and then I'm gonna order those, and then we should be pretty good to go.
Okay,
hopefully that helps with the airflow, because I think it's kind of struggling with that too a little bit. So let me go jump over to Amazon Locker, and I'll get back with you guys. I'm not gonna peel that paint till tomorrow, the tape. I'm gonna let it really dry well, because I don't want to mess anything up while it's wet. Good afternoon, guys. So I figured I'd show you how these graphics came out. I pulled off the tape. As you can see, they are not perfect, especially when I zoom in. I don't know what happened. I have an idea of what happened. I'm thinking when I put the tape on at night, overnight, the humidity and the dew kind of loosened up the edges. And then the next morning when I painted them, the paint got underneath. So the only thing I can think of is if I retape them, hit them, and then pull the tape off right away. But they actually do look a lot better. But we're kind of in a rush because we're about to go on a scooter tour through the Amish town. So Sam's getting everything ready. I'm going to throw everything in the car. We're going to pack coolers with drinks because it's 97 degrees today. So we're going to get it all together and hit the road. Alright guys, we're officially all checked in over here. We just got here. Went inside, gave them my license. Because I have a motorcycle endorsement on my license, I nor Samantha have to wear a helmet.
Good, because I didn't feel like having to take my bun down.
And it's we picked the worst day, the worst week. It's just horrendously, it's like 97 degrees. There's no shade. And the last thing I want to do is wear a helmet. I'd rather just flip the thing over and die. And I told the guy that. He was like, I'm with you. So, these are the things we're going to be driving over here. Looks like a lot of people banged them up. They're all banged up. Hopefully they don't fall apart while we drive. What do you think, Sam?
I think we'll be right.
You're required to wear eyewear too. So either eyeglasses or some fashionable glasses like Samantha's wearing.
Walmart.
They're two-seaters. I think I'm going to take up 2 seats. They look rough. Looks like they've been weathered and used.
My butt is gonna burn on the seats.
They only go 40 miles an hour.
Alright, so we just finished it.
We survived!
We're at the restaurant now. It was really fun. But after a while, my back started feeling it once we stopped at that,
covered bridge.
Yeah, once we got back in there, I'm like, oh wow, my back really started feeling it, and my legs.
There's not much just like seating cushion.
Yeah, and it's really tight. So
it's very tight.
It seemed like majority of people were struggling with being able to fit in it together.
I think the main issue is the steering wheel is like handlebars.
Yeah.
And they're wide. So my elbow was sitting on her boobie.
Yeah.
Instead of like a regular steering wheel where I
Well, his arm was in mine, and then I'm like, this is uncomfortable. So I put my arm around him, and then once I did that, his elbow
like
was
we loved each other or something.
Was right into my chest.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
It was a really nice tour though. It was really nice. You should definitely do it.
We were thinking about doing the Gettysburg one because we plan on coming back up here next year, but I might see if there's a different tour for Gettysburg. So with this, it comes with a $25 gift card for a restaurant, or you could do ice cream and golf. Yep. So we decided to do Fireside Tavern. No, it's Fireside Tavern.
Oh, okay.
And this is it right here.
No.
We're pretty excited to try it. The gift card covers...
I'm always excited for food.
Yeah, the whole time he kept saying, I can't wait to eat. So the gift card covers one meal, so I guess, you know, it's buy one, get one free. So we're gonna go inside. It's a really nice place. I want to eat outside, but he'll say no, so.
I'm over the heat. We've been outside all day, and then they pull you over for the bridge, you know, and he's giving you like this whole lesson or tour, or, you know, history lesson. And you're just sitting there baking and sweating to death. That part I didn't really like too much. I like the go part, but it's all good. We're gonna jump inside here, get some dinner, and then go back to my dogs because I miss them.
I'm stuffed. It was really good. It was so cute inside. I'm not sure if you guys got the camera footage of the outside area, and we sat pretty quick, so I didn't really show much of inside, but did you take pictures of the food and stuff?
I did.
So I'll put that up on our Instagram. So once we sat down, I noticed this cute elderly couple eating cake together. And it reminded me and Sean when we go to like Applebee's and we share like the desserts together. So my intuition was just telling me to put money towards their bill. So I went up to the host and I said, hey, I was like, I don't know if you guys can help me because I don't know who the waiter was for them. I was like, I don't know if you guys can help me. I was like, but let's just do this for a minute so I can put my seatbelts on. I was like, but I want to put money towards their bill. I was like, the woman is wearing, you know, like I told her what they were wearing. And she was like, that's so sweet of you. So once their bill came, he's like, oh, somebody put money towards your bill. And then when he stepped away, he came back and said, actually, your whole bill is covered. And we found out after that it was their 52-year anniversary. And it was, I don't know, it was like perfect timing. It was so cute. I'm so glad that I put money towards their bill. The hostess said it was really sweet that I did that and that they were...
I tried to take credit for it.
But he had nothing to do with it, so I'm going to make sure he doesn't get any credit for it.
I didn't know.
And they said they were tearing up on their way out. They were just so grateful for that. So I'm really happy that I did that, and it was just really cute. So we're going to head home, see the doggos. Up there's the Amish.
Don't hit them, Sean. Don't hit them. Food was really good. If you guys are ever in Lancaster,
Fireside Tavern.
Yeah.
And definitely do the scooter tour. The scooter thing is right there. It's only 3 minutes away.
Right around the corner.
The scooter tour was expensive, I'm not gonna lie. That part was a pretty penny.
Yeah, like $200.
Yeah. But I mean, I always wanted to do it. You only live once. You might as well, if you want to do an activity and you could afford it, just do it. We tried to see if there was a Groupon. There isn't. But I'm really happy that we did it. Because, you know, sometimes we go into Groupon and we see, like, you know, what kind of activities they have that are cheap. But they weren't on there. Next week we're going to be doing an Amish tour. They show us this little village of like their house, what the inside looks like. That's 25 minutes, and then we go on a 90-minute bus tour, and they show us around the area, and they bring us to one of their Amish stores. So I'm pretty excited about that. I'll probably film that too if we're allowed. I'm not sure because they're not allowed to be on camera. So I got to keep that in mind and respect their culture and religion and stuff like that. So we're going to head home, see the peppers. Cody's very excited. It's been so hot here the past couple of days that the AC is not keeping up, so we're gonna get some Reflectix to put on the windows! Wow, fast delivery! So we got this huge thing from Home Depot. No, Lowe's, because Home Depot was sold out by us. And they had some like half the size, and then they had this big one. But with all the windows that we need to cover in here, the half size one would not have cut it. It was 20 bucks for the small one, and we paid 50 something.
$55. What's up, guys? So, yeah, and what's convenient is this roll is 48 inches. Bless you. And our window going across is 48 inches.
You don't say!
Isn't that crazy?
Oh my God!
The perfect fit.
That's what she said.
Also, my blind broke. I broke it.
Yeah, when we were being peeping toms with our neighbors when they were fighting that night, Sean lifted this, but he didn't lift it right. So one thing.
So one of the strings broke.
Yeah.
So I got to replace both of these blinds because they have to match, right?
So we can't even lift it.
Yeah. But we're gonna cut this open and we just install. We kind of just lay it in there, and then the shade, the blind just holds it closed, which is pretty good. And these things help tremendously with the heat and the light too, especially if you like to sleep in and you like it dark. All right, we measured. I did one, and then we kind of just matched it up. So now we got two. Usually they hold, but they're not for some reason.
Because the blind isn't sitting right.
So we're gonna install a little piece of alien tape on either side of the top, and then the rest should just kind of fall and stay in place. All right, and that's one installed. A little bit of room on either side, but it's not a big deal. It'll still,
the whole thing being
it'll still help tremendously keep the cold air in and the hot air out. Bless you, Jesus.
So we have a clear skylight, which I absolutely love. I'm missing two flowers. Don't ignore that. I gotta put it back up. But you know, now it's nice because the sun's not out. But when that sun is beaming, and if you want to sleep in, there's no sleeping in because the sun beams in it and it gets hot. And so we're gonna put that up there. We're gonna have to alien tape it. And then once winter time comes, I'll be able to pull it back down and enjoy seeing outside. We're gonna show you how much light is coming in here and how dark it gets once it covers this. And what's nice about the alien tape is for lightweight items like this, is if I want to take it off during the nighttime to shower and look at the stars, I'll be able to, and I'll be able to re-stick it up again. So we put 2 where he's pressing, and then 2 on that side too.
That's it.
And then look how dark it is now.
Yep. Can you see me?
Yes.
Alright guys, day 2 on this vlog. It's cooled down a lot today. The high is only 83 and it's really nice and breezy. It's like 15, 25 mile an hour winds, so it's really helping with keeping everything like really cool and bearable. I want to take this one down, but I don't because this one's taped up. This one we can just pull out. The one downer about putting this up, obviously, is it blocks out all the natural light. But we'll figure that out. You know, maybe we'll take it down for today.
Yeah, it's not too bad to take it down.
I gotta pull my awning in because it's very windy, and all I hear is, how come this looks? Hold on. It's well, yeah. And it's very windy. It's shaking up my whole awning, and it's banging on the side of my RV. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but I'm gonna go take it down. I tried everything, guys. I tried. You know, we had the arms out. These like lock it in place, and I locked this, and it's still shaking really bad. I lost an awning probably 4 or 5 years ago, and it's terrible. And these awnings are not cheap. To replace this whole entire thing, frame and fabric, is about $1,000. So when it's windy, it's just worth taking it in. Even though it's nice because it keeps this whole side of the RV, you know, much cooler. All right.
Make sure that lock part is open.
It's open, and I can see that one is open.
Yeah. Sorry, Milo.
Sorry, Milo. Oh, God. All right. Ready to go. All right, guys, we're in the car.
Obviously.
I know that gets everybody going. That's why I say it. We're heading out of the campground. We passed this farmer's market, flea market a few times, so we're going to go check it out. Sam wants to get some stuff and look around. And I like grabbing fresh vegetables from them. I mean, you can really tell the difference between stuff that you buy in like a supermarket and then when you buy stuff here. It just, I don't know, it just tastes fresher. It tastes like there's no
more like
pesticides on it and stuff.
It's more juicy.
Yeah, so I got Mrs. Bo Peep over here. She lost her sheep.
I watch the rain streak down our window. We never dreamed it'd get this bad. Like a fool I assumed our troubles would just dissipate. Why do we wait to change until it's too late? We're a cauldron.
Guys, we got home a little later than we thought. We ended up doing the whole farmer's market, and then we went out. We had some Mexican food, and then we wanted to get laundry done, so we're kind of running around doing that. We're heading out here in 2 days, and for the next couple days, we have some stuff planned, so we don't really have a lot of time to do all that little stuff. So we're trying to do laundry, clean up the RV, get everything ready to hit the road because we're going to be heading even further north. So without any further ado, I'm going to put an ending on today's video. I hope you guys had a good time watching it with us. Like I said, I would highly recommend doing that scooter tour. There's so much to do up here in Lancaster, so you know, we don't have unlimited time. Obviously, we want to travel to other places, but we'll definitely be back to do some other stuff. It was really nice supporting all those businesses and whatnot, and we appreciate their patronage. So, without any further ado, I'll let you guys go. Have a good night, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.